Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Piskatava, a good moed. We are learning Mishnah Sotah, Parak Ches, Chapter 8, Mishnah Beis, Mishnah 2. It's a long Mishnah. We're only going to do the beginning of it. And it begins with continuing from the first Mishnah discussed that before the Jewish people went out to battle, there was a Kohen, especially appointed to go out to battle with them. And there was a certain kind of talk that he would give to them, call it a chizuk talk, a strengthening talk before they went to battle. The Torah also tells us that there were officers who also spoke to the people. And this was not mentioned before because the words of the Kohen were mentioned in the beginning regarding what language they need to be said in. There is no, I don't think there's any discussion brought down in the Mishnah about the language that these officers use. But it would probably be the same thing that they also did it in Lashon Kodesh, based on the same reason or based on the same source as that of the Kohen. So the pasuk says, the Torah says, "V'dibru ha'shoitrim ela'am leimar." The officers would speak to the nation, saying. And what happened here is that there was an announcement about the people, meaning they were about to go to war. Let me read to you here from this introduction. The speech quoted in the previous Mishnah was given by the Kohen, anointed for war, at the battlefield. Meaning that's where it belonged, right? This was a, for lack of a better word, it was a pep talk. Mm-hmm. It was a talk to strengthen them. That was speech was made at the battlefield. Before reaching the battlefield, however, the army would cross the border of Eretz Yisrael. At the border, then you would have this speech given by the officers. Okay? Bring down here, the Kohen actually said it too, and the officers repeated it. So the Torah says, "V'dibru ha'shoitrim ela'am leimar." Now, what we're going to have here is going through. If you look in the Chumash, there's a list of exemptions. The officers make an announcement of people who should leave the battlefield because of certain reasons, certain things going on in their life. So the first thing that I mentioned is it says, "V'dibru ha'shoitrim ela'am leimar." The officers would speak to the nation, saying, "Mi ha'ish asher bana bayis chadash." Who is a man who built a new home, and he did not yet inaugurate it, which means he has not yet lived in it? Yelech v'yashav leveisai. That person should return to his home. Why is that person told to return to his home? So the explanation given is that a man would be highly distressed to think that another person might use his new house before he does. And the distress could lead to his being injured or killed in battle. He's going to be distressed. And if he's distressed during battle, that means he's going to be somewhat weakened. And therefore, that could cause problems. And we just read the exemption about the person who built a new house, didn't use it. There's going to be other exemptions as we continue in the Mishnah that follow the same idea. If the person never had a chance to experience these things in his life, which would mean somebody else will get to it before he does, that could automatically, psychological, it's how people's nature work. It causes a certain degree of distress. And we don't that happening to a soldier going to battle. Okay, so the first exemption we just read was the person who built a new house. So now, what's called a new house? What does it mean? What's a new house? What's exactly included in a house? So the Mishnah says, "Echad habayna beis hateven," whether the person builds a barn for straw, it's a beis hateven, a place to hold straw. Beis habakar, or a place to hold cattle, a cattle barn. Beis ha'etzim, a woodshed. Beis ha'eitzris, or a storehouse. Okay? If he has not used any of these things, forget about living in a house himself. But even these kinds of things you don't live in, you don't actually live in them, but you use them, they are also considered houses for living. That here the Torah says, if you did not live in them and you did not use them yet, then you are exempt from going out to battle. Now, Echad habayna, also now what's included in this exemption is whether we're talking about a person who built the house himself, the Echad aloikeach, or he purchased it, the Echad haYorish, or he inherited it, or he was given as a gift. In all these cases, we say that that in all these cases we say that this person is exempt from having to go fight. They add over here, although in the last three cases the house was built before he received it, it is a new house to him, right? Meaning if he didn't build it, he bought it, he inherited it, it was there already, but he never actually used it. That's also included in the person that when the announcement goes out, who built a new house. It doesn't have to be built, it could be acquired. And a new house doesn't just mean what you live in, it means any kind of house that you use for your personal purposes. Okay, we will continue from here after Yantif. Again, everybody have a wonderful Yantif, Piskataba, Guten Moed. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Rabbi.